I thought that we'd have some fun with this and do bow tie pasta. Any type of pasta would work for this recipe, but I just think bow ties are just kind of fun and cute. So usually try and have a box of these on hand in my pantry. My daughter Ireland loves them too. So we're going to do bow tie pasta with shrimp, which that's going to be my pink, in a really light, fresh sauce. This is actually a very healthy recipe, and it's so quick. You can seriously throw this together after work in minutes. You'll see how quick this goes together. Hey, tonight's book club meeting, super excited about it. It's at La Java. We love, you know I love my La Java coffee. We're meeting at the Swamico La Java, right off Lineville Road there. 5:30, be there or be square. It's going to be great fun. If you're coming, give them a call just to let them know that you're coming. That would be great. I mean, if you don't get a chance to call, just show up anyway. It's just always a blast, and they put out a great spread. So hope to see you there, 5:30 tonight. Okay. One of my tricks to getting dinner on the table in a hurry is big skillet. That's key because it's going to cook more quickly. I just put a little olive oil in here, and then seafood. I think people are so nervous about doing seafood at home. Shrimp just doesn't cook much quicker than shrimp. So I try and keep a 2-pound bag of frozen shrimp. That's how they sell them at festivals, the nice 2-pound bag. So I keep a bag of frozen shrimp in my freezer, and then I can pull out what I need when I need it. And it defrosts really quickly. So if you didn't think to take it out in the morning and let it hang out and defrost in the fridge, you can just run cool water over it in a colander. It's thawed out in seconds. So that's what we've got here. We've got some peeled, deveined shrimp. Comes like that already in a bag. Don't have to hassle with that. And this cooks up so quickly you won't believe it. You could also do the same recipe though with boneless, skinless chicken breasts cut in small pieces. And if you do them in small pieces, they're going to cook, of course, a lot faster than if they're in big chunks. So think about that. A big skillet. Seafood is just always so quick. And this is going to be for a weeknight meal, something a little different, something a little special. But I know with this weather we've been having, people are still out there exercising and trying to be healthy, so this is going to be perfect for that too. I want to season my pasta water because that's really the only chance I have to get it seasoned. And while the shrimp is hanging out, I'm going to get to work on some of the other ingredients. I've got some zucchini here, and I don't know, do you have zucchini coming out of your ears? People are still trying to unload their zucchini on you, so this is a great way to use it up. I like to do zucchini, get the littler guys rather than the big ones. The bigger ones are, I think, better for baking. So even if I'm going to the farmer's market picking up zucchini or going to the grocery store, I look for the littler ones. I think the big ones can tend to be a little bit bitter. See the shrimp? Almost done. All right, the other thing with zucchini, I'm going to do a little bit of yellow summer squash in here too, just because it looks pretty, is it can be very sandy. So it's really important to wash it well and get all that sand. Sometimes I'll give it a quick scrub too, with like a scrub brush, because you don't want to get any of that sand or grit into your recipe, and then dry it well too. Okay. Boy, that shrimp is starting to smell good. I don't want to overcook my shrimp because we're actually going to add it back into the skillet to finish off the dish. So I want to get it out of the pan. And set it aside just for a few minutes, and then we'll throw it back in here just to warm it. So I don't want to overcook it. And you see how quickly that cooked? It was like a minute. What else do I have to talk about? Oh, the pizza contest. Don't forget to get your entries in on that. We are looking for your best fun pizza recipes. A traditional pizza, a pizza you could do on the grill. We've got 3 different categories, and a dessert pizza. So get us your recipes, and you could win some great prizes. You can go online to find out more about the contest, but you use one of those wonderful pre-made Quaker crusts, those thin crust pizza that you bake in the oven. They're just so quick and easy. And then just load up the toppings. And there's lots of ways you could submit the entries. You can do it online. You can send them to us. Just do it, and you could win. You could come on the show and cook with me too. So it's just a fun contest, real easy. But we need the entries ASAP. Okay, so I'm just slicing up my zucchini a little bit. The recipe calls for 1, but because I'm using some summer squash in here too, we'll do about a half of each. Now I'm going to get a little bit more oil into my skillet and get that going. I don't want to overcook that zucchini. I always talk about that my husband Bob, when I first met him and we were dating, I went to make him dinner and he's like, I don't do zucchini at all. And let me tell you, he likes it now. It's one of his favorites. And if you overcook it, and that goes with most vegetables, it just becomes mushy and it's just not good. So I sautéed it for him, I remember way back when. And a little bit of butter and Parmesan cheese, and he fell in love with zucchini all over again. Now I've got some fresh garlic. We also have another big night out coming up, so I hope you'll join us. We're headed to the club in Manitowoc later this month. So go to our website, find out more about that. 5-course meal paired with wines. It's going to be one fantastic night at a really great price. So come join us. Okay, let me get back to my zucchini. Flipping it over just like the shrimp. Kind of get a little color on it. And see, I sliced that pretty thin too, so it's just super quick. Now, when I add my garlic, you know the rule when it comes to adding fresh garlic. Get it in there. Move it, move it, move it. Stir it around for about 30 seconds and then start adding the rest of your ingredients. You just don't want to burn the garlic or it'll ruin the whole dish. So just when you start to smell it, smell that fragrant, wonderful garlic smell, we're done. All right, a little bit of dry white wine, and you don't have to use the expensive stuff. It's Chardonnay or Pinot Grigio. Half of a cup of diced or crushed tomatoes, and some chicken stock. So this is not going to have a cream sauce or anything like that. It's very nice and light. That wine gives it some great flavor. And then a little pinch of red pepper flakes. This is optional, but it'll just give it just a little bit of a kick, not too much, nothing to worry about. A little salt and pepper. Doesn't that smell delicious? Mm-hmm. I know it. And it's nice and light too. All right, pasta's done, and I don't want to overcook it because I am going to throw it in that skillet to warm it up a little bit. So do the pasta al dente. Drain it really well. I'm going to get it back in that skillet. Give it a good toss. And I think the kids will like this too because of the bow tie pasta. For those people who, have really picky eaters, the nice thing about this dish is you don't have to cook 3 different meals for everybody in your family. You could just serve the pasta that you've already cooked, tossed with a little bit of olive oil and Parmesan cheese for the really picky eaters in your family, and then the rest of the family can have that. Now my kids are getting much better at this whole thing, so I'm loving life now that they're getting a little older. I don't have to think about doing something different for them. Okay, this is ready, and it looks fantastic. The shrimp are just nice and pink. It's a nice light sauce. We'll do some fresh chopped parsley on top, or just some herbs. Still a lot of herbs around, which is really nice. Farmers markets are really wonderful this time of year, the squash. And then because we have such a nice light dish, I thought, a little bit of cheese, just a little bit of cheese, so we can do some freshly grated Parmesan just to dress it up. And then always when you're going to do some herbs, just do them, at the very end of the dish, fresh herbs if you're using them, or just right on top. And there you go. Bow tie pasta with shrimp and a really nice light sauce. Recipe's on the website. You can also pick it up in any area Festival Foods.